Okay.
Okay, it's recording again.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you go out the door. Follow
I
the
do.
out there. Yeah.
Fast, please.
Anybody
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm
Okay,
following. Yeah,
so you
I'm
go out
in.
the door,
So we didn't drink the
and at
potion
this
for
point,
nothing.
you see, in addition to the regular disarray of that courtyard, there's a spot on the ground where there are scorch marks and hammer blows that have broken the tiles and stuff like that in different places, and you see Evil lying on the ground, bleeding, and
Uh-oh.
and unconscious, and you see next to him a medallion with the symbol of Ula on it.
Nice.
Short rest.
But no other threat. There's no other threat present right now.
You don't see anything.
Right. So we're all outside now. We're not in this room anymore. We're all up in the outer courtyard.
Correct. Here,
Did
looking.
we pass Grandma or the kids when we were running through here? Did we see anything?
Sorry. Yes, I didn't even mention that part. But yes, the kids were still in the same corner. They were just standing there with their eyes wide open. The grandma was actually up out of her usual spot, and standing toward the back of the second sanctuary back there,
Okay.
and just watched y'all run by.
What about
let's see.
Jason? Or was his name Jason? Did we see
Yes,
him?
didn't see him. No.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I didn't update. 1 second. Sorry.
Gosh, dang it!
Okay, I'm trying to get y'all. Oh, here you are.
Where am
Okay, and you're up there, and and Evil is on the ground over here. Okay. Actually, you'd be more like over here, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Are all these swords on the ground where we remember them from before?
Yes.
Okay. None of that's different. All right. Is Ruben talking to us?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that little kid done. He cuts pretty light to the kick ass.
I mean,
So we kill the kid.
Resuscitate.
I tried my best. I had to get you guys to help.
Evil's on the ground. He's not moving.
Yes.
so
Okay,
I mean, we shot to the two of them. We cast the spell. We did the reverse evil spell. What happened up here? Did anything result from that?
Well, he's unconscious. I don't think we can find out.
Right,
Let's see
but
if we can heal.
as far as y'all are concerned, though, it's hard to say because y'all just booked it through the hallways, so you're not sure.
But like, does Ruben notice anything different from when he left this area? Ruben?
No, Bagaki. No, it looks pretty much the same. You notice it's basically right over close to where Evil is, right about here, and Bakak, that's where you were having your fight, and right there are scorch marks and hammer blows and stuff like that on the ground.
Mark, I'm gonna move.
Only
one
thing
unit
different is
closer to
Tony.
T.
On the
Yes. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so-
I'm gonna move.
Dodge,
one
you
unit
move
closer
over
to Tony, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Spare the Dying.
Cool. Okay.
Give us the
Nice.
quick version. What happens?
I don't know if he's stabilized or not, but
Well,
I
oh, I
yeah.
had to touch him.
You
Oh,
gotta.
shit.
I
Yes.
always forget. You get stabilized. You still have to heal 1 hit point, I think, before you're conscious.
Yeah, he's still before he's
Yeah.
conscious. Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I cast Spare the Dying, so he doesn't have to roll any death saves right now.
Good.
Well, thank you.
It's like, thanks. Yep.
I'm gonna go over to him and try to administer some medicine, and hopefully be able to give him at least 1 hit point. If I can.
You can't with just a regular medicine roll if you have
Oh, son of
special
a bitch.
abilities.
I
You
can't
could.
spell, son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
actually, I'm gonna go back into human form.
Okay.
And I will go
Or-
over there and cure wounds.
Cool.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you, God. You're God.
Refreshing.
Thank you. Oh my God. I was like,
All right.
I don't have the spells for this.
Oh.
And I will do it at second level.
Cool.
Nice. Yes.
Ooh.
All right.
Heal me.
Burn that spot
Plus-
for the day.
Plus 13 to Evil. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I'm back.
Yeah, that doesn't take much.
So,
All right,
how you doing?
all right. So
Okay,
yes,
what happened?
Evil comes to his feet. Okay, you see, so Evil, you feel very healed, and your eyes flutter, and you see the sign of an elephant and a dragon over
I
your
go,
head.
I go
You
back
know
to sleep.
everything's normal.
I shoot
So
myself in the face.
Oh god. Just Eldritch blast your face.
Yeah.
yes.
I go. Took you long enough.
Thanks for
Hey, it's a
saving my
riddle.
neck.
Okay, it's a really tough riddle.
Hey, so
Oh.
what's up the quick way? Is there any threat here, or is it all over?
Like,
Yeah,
bitch, you
yeah.
asked me. I'm waking up.
Oh my god.
You know more than we did. What happened?
What happened?
I tried to stall and tried to be wily. And,
No, but I mean, what were you fighting? We have no idea.
fucking monsters, dude.
Monsters.
Like, it was like the kid. Like, it was not a kid anymore. And there's all these I don't know. I don't remember the exact description, but
So was the kid Balfour?
I'm guessing.
Okay, but you fought him, and then they like beat you unconscious, and then you woke up and everything's gone.
Well, I was in the middle of the fight.
Okay,
And he's not here now.
all right. So I guess the spell casting worked. We
Mark,
did all.
Mark, can I do an insight check on Evil right now?
Sure.
Yes.
I want to figure out what the fuck's going on with this dude, because he doesn't sound. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my
does he
god.
Does he sound weird? Does he seem like not himself?
He seems like himself, but something doesn't seem like something about what he's saying doesn't seem to match up for some reason.
Right.
It's like
Right.
you're not sure what's going on.
Okay.
He's still here. Beat it out of him.
What can I do? Shit.
Ah, can't.
Okay. I asked. Okay, I'm like, Evil, who
Yes?
did we run into on the way here?
Who did you run into?
Who did we run into when we came here to this temple?
Oh, like to the. Oh, we got to kill the goblins.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's one thing.
And what else?
That checks
Okay.
out.
Oh, we fought a big spider. There's goblins. You guys watch me get stabbed up on this wall over there, and I point.
Okay. So
How do you feel about our leader Balfour? How do you feel about him?
Oh, that's a good question. I go, I don't even know who he is, dude. That fool just trying to kill me, dog. What are you talking about? Not a fan.
Good. That's good. So
can I do? Hold on. I can't. No, I don't have that spell yet. Fuck.
I go, did we get what we came for? Is it dead? We got the amulet? What's up?
the amulet's here, right?
I'll reach over.
I
and try
punched.
to pick up
I
the
punched Evil in the face.
Oh,
Ow!
okay.
What?
All right, roll
What
initiative.
the hell?
Something's not right, guys.
What
ain't
is-
right.
Hold up.
My
okay.
barbarian's coming out of me. I don't know what's happening.
Let me
All I
see
know
the-
is how to smash.
All right, let me look for initiation. That's hilarious.
Oh no.
Oh, he punches me in the face. God damn it.
Hey, I need those hit points. Give me those hit points. Don't take it off of him.
Okay.
Evil.
Dude.
8.
Okay, but you're both really low initiatives.
We'll sit there and think about it for like
You
20
see a
minutes.
bunch of
and
us
they
like
go,
just
"Eh."
wrestling on the floor, like
Well, it's not only that, but it's like a fist fight between two spellcasters. It's just
Oh, God. It's a slap fight.
and one is very big and one's very small, but it's,
Yes,
both of them are
still.
equally as weak.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
All right, so yeah, Dog, go ahead and roll.
This is awesome.
Hey,
Roll this
while they're fighting, can I just grab the amulet?
Please, somebody grab the amulet.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
try.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so
what the hell?
You just
Dude,
stride over
Whack him.
and
Whack him.
crack
He
right in the
crits
face.
me in the face.
Yeah, for 2 points of damage. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, how
Um,
far are you guys going to take this?
Well,
See,
we're
I don't
about
know
to
yet.
find out.
I stop there and I wait to see if he acts any different.
I
Okay.
cast. Well, first off,
Hang on
I
a
cast.
second. Before you
Okay.
do,
Yeah,
uh,
cruise.
Naga, go ahead and roll initiative too if you're gonna try to grab something.
Yeah. You said it was on the ground, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so he would have gone first. He would have grabbed the answer
No,
first.
because he didn't say that until
he
after.
had to do it
you
now.
were
Okay,
swinging.
gotcha.
So no, it'll come after at the beginning of
Okay.
the next round. Okay. So Evil, what are you gonna do?
Man, I'm an Eldritch Blast this elephant off me, dude.
I'm like, whoa! You were acting weird. Oh shit!
Hold up.
You gotta deal with the disadvantage because I'm so close.
That's
Yes.
fine. I would like to keep him over there, please. Let's see, cast on. Okay. Wait, actually, you know what?
Mhm.
I'd like to do a command.
Okay.
Oh no.
I go,
Tony, you only have
Take-
2 slots, bro.
take
Tony.
off all your clothes. I'm not trying to
No,
kill you.
I'm sorry, you can't do that. The command
It's a single
suggestion
word,
you can
but
do that, but
strip.
use
You can
one
do
word
strip.
command. That's true.
Oh,
I yell out, same team. What are they doing?
that's why he's not. I'm not hurting him technically.
True.
Yeah, but like, do we have anything left to
Are you,
fight?
wait, hang on a second.
I command.
Are
Stop.
gotta
are
make a
you
saving throw?
are you stopping and having a conversation, or are you going to do something?
I'm gonna command him to stop punching me
Okay.
in the face.
Okay. So yeah. So roll. What is it? A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom
Oh no,
saving
that's
throw?
wrong. That's the wrong one. Sorry. That would have been awesome though.
It was quite an effective blast. Yes.
Wisdom saving throw?
I don't remember. It's something like that.
Is that a charm? No, that's not a charm.
It is.
It's a enchantment, I think. But
No, it's command.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Stop
Fuck. I
punching my
low-rolled the
face.
hell out of that. Oh my
Okay.
god.
All right. So yeah. So you just immediately woof, and stand straight still. Okay. Meanwhile, then Naga reaches down runs over next to Evil and snatches the amulet and backs up.
I go, take it. Just stop punching my
It's on
face.
fire.
hmm Okay. And
And I
yeah.
don't die?
No.
Not right away? Okay.
And then not right away. Exactly.
Oh my god.
Remember, I
yeah.
still have that immortal ability.
No, it just has the weight of a regular amulet. As you look at it, it looks like a polished metal, but doesn't look like a precious metal or anything like that.
Does it fit the description of what we're looking for?
Yes.
Nice.
And then yeah. So at this point, then Da is standing still for a round for about 6 seconds while you're looking at
Pretty
that.
much.
All right, so I
yeah.
get up, I stand up, I dust myself off,
Mhm.
and I where am I? I just walk over here, do the whole like
Okay.
Iron Man kind of thing, like, look, man, I will shoot you off me for real this time.
Okay.
Stop punching my face.
All right.
Are we
so-
good?
We're good. We're acting weird. I didn't know what to do.
So you punched my face.
That's what you do in old country. Like someone acts weird at you.
Oh
you
my
punch him in
God.
the face.
That's what you do in the old country. Okay.
Oh my god. So
All
I
right.
go. I go. All right. So we got the amulet, right?
Yeah. So we go back home.
So we
We
go.
gotta get the coins.
Get out of here.
Somebody
Yeah.
get a wheelbarrow.
We can get our
Go back to
coins, and we got to kill them goblins.
Wait.
But
On the
first
bridge.
we rest.
That's
yes, the
fine.
bridge, yeah.
But we
Heal
got. All right.
Question.
So
Question.
Yes.
Where is the mother and where is the grandmother and the kids?
that's a good question.
Well, you passed them on the way. They were still in the second sanctuary when you ran.
Okay,
out
I
here.
try to. I'm gonna try and find them as we go back in for the coins and tell them to get the hell out of here.
So technically,
I'm not sure we want to bring this thing back inside.
The
So-
amulet.
Yeah.
that's up to you guys.
That's a good call. Nat, how are you feeling about that last set of doors you said you weren't going to overlook? Are we going in there?
We're going in.
You guys are insane. Okay.
We're going in.
Okay, so
All
I
right.
guess
Completion
you
for
two are
me
going in, and I'm staying out here
is-
with Evil.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Tell you what. So
Mhm.
technically, we finished the big boss battle, possibly.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt too much.
Yep.
We
Everybody-
have potions,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
No deaths.
I'm hurt.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, put a
I mean,
band-aid on him.
We should all to heal first.
I mean, I could heal, but it's like
Look.
if we're gonna be throwing down, where's the big bad? That's the thing. I don't know where the big bad is.
You guys
and-
dispelled it, right?
They
Well, I don't know
They
that.
fought it, and then we dispelled it, right?
I don't know. That's what all I know is
No,
I don't know this.
No, because there's a big bad here somewhere.
No, we got the
Um,
amulet. That's got to be it.
Here's the
Mark,
thing,
am
though,
I having an acid trip? Like,
Grandma and the kids are still in there, so we didn't dispel it.
What? How do you
What?
mean?
all right. First off, maybe
They should
all right.
have left.
they
If
should have
we were really
died,
done.
possibly.
They should have either died or left. But they were just sitting there, so we.
you just ran past him, correct?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
we came out here.
Yeah.
But if they were really like undead or something like that,
Okay,
they would just.
Hold on. Before we throw ourselves in there to die, what would the motivation for us to do this be? We came for the amulet
Other
to
than the
bring
money,
back to the
nothing.
dude. Like,
It's the right
I'm
thing to do.
trying to die.
Okay. How about this?
It's just the right
I-
thing to do.
I will stay outside because obviously you guys want to punch me in the face, right? So I will,
I
or
don't
I'll
want to
go in
leave
the
you
doorway
alone.
or something, anywhere so I don't freeze to death, basically, right? You guys can loot inside, right? Check on grandma and grandpa. Do an authenticity check on the amulet, right? Whatever you need to do.
Guys, I think I haven't turned in.
Yeah, I'm
It's
thinking the
fine.
same thing. It's midnight.
Okay. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
that's true.
Next time.
It's a good
Yeah.
bitch.
it's a good
Did we
spot.
not end the adventure again? Fuck. Fuck.
We might have ended it.
God.
Yeah, I
damn
mean, you'll
it.
have. You, yeah, I'll leave it at
Don't
that.
say
I was
anything,
just,
Mark.
no, I was gonna say, when you still have some things that no matter what happens next that you said you were gonna take care of, including not least of which is returning the amulet, of course, and things like
Yes.
that. But and so yeah. Anyway,
That's not bad.
so what? But yeah, this is a good place to stop.
Yeah.
I know I feel the same way. Like I would love to just keep playing, but we probably have to stop.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Fuck.
Oh, this
I'm mad about
this
it.
episode is epic.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, but we'll see. I guess I don't know.
God, I need
Worst
to
thing
know.
ever. All this stuff,
I
and we have no
need-
idea what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on, and it makes me mad.
Look, you can do all the carbon dating, all the stuff you want to do. We got, I don't know what's going on with these old ladies and these creepy kids, but there might be some shiny bits inside the room still. I don't know.
I need.
I was thinking
we
we make it our own lair when we kill everybody.
That is cool too.
Interesting.
Would be dope.
That is actually very interesting.
It's pretty dope.
That's a good idea, actually.
The crib.
I like that.
So we kicked the old lady out, and we got our honeycomb hideout.
Honeycomb hideout.
Nice. And we have that thing that can let us trip balls too, the evil saucer thing with the blood. You
Right.
might, have
Oh
to,
yeah, sure. There's that.
you might have to take that out though. You might have to take that out.
Nah, that's the special. That's like the party favor.
Yeah, we can hire somebody and we can make friends with the spider again, and he can help patrol the place for us. I don't know, but
It's
all
like
right.
all stone, it
We'll
won't
continue
fall apart
this.
Like this old wooden place.
Dang it.
Thanks, guys.
Fuck's sake.
All right, man.
Fun.
Catch you later, man.
Until
Alright.
next time.
Yes.
Later,
Bitch.
Yeah.
I do have questions for Mark though.
Yeah.
I will wait.
Okay.
Bitch.
But good game, guys. Good game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. It was very good
Good
stopping
game. I'll
point
see you guys
closure.
later.
Yeah, man. Why'd you have to punch me in the face, man?
Look, because I haven't used spiritual weapon yet, and it's making me mad.
Well, hopefully you'll level. Oh, gotcha. That
You're just gonna unleash all your magic on a little goblin somewhere. Anyway.
hey, that'll be the big boss fight.
Something's gonna die real hard.
I have to say, like out of all the D&D adventures I've gone through, if that is the final battle, that is awesome because it was it was usually it's a giant knockout drag out kind of thing.
Mhm.
And
I'm
it is
sour
2020.
about it.
Anything's possible. Anything's
Right?
possible.
Hey, we
So-
solved that through math.
That's right.
That's true.
That's what I'm
We mashed
saying.
the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty.
All right, yeah. See you guys next time.
Okay.
Laters.
See y'all later.
Alright.
Jesus.
Oh, let me stop recording. Okay. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna keep recording. I don't care. It's all good now when it comes
Hang on a
out.
second. Somebody came back in. Oh, and back out. Okay.
Oh my god. That was awesome. Oh, yeah, man. Actually,
Okay.
you know what? Let me take this to I know you gotta go to sleep, but let me take
No,
this
no,
to
I'm fine. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take this to a private channel just in case.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Let's see. How do I do this again? Hey, how did you do that? Let's
Oh,
see.
I right clicked you and then did call. So why don't we do that?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude. Look, if I pulled that off, that we got everyone, no one's dead, right? And we still got the thing. Granted, we did let evil off, like, out into the world, but
Right.
yeah, man. I didn't think that was gonna work.
Right.
So, like, let me tell you what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
After I made the deal, I was like, wait a second. How the hell am I gonna get out of here?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then I was like thinking, so like when they're all fighting and stuff, and you can see in the playback, I'm looking through like my spells. I was like, all right, first, I got to make people question about should we let the boy out or not? I go, because I already got the clue that he's in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so do we let the boy out? So then I was like, well, I can't make it too obvious. So then I started looking through the thing. I said, I need a distraction. I need a third party, and that's what I was thinking. Well, maybe if I can get, I was gonna try to bring the grandma in. It's like, no, I'll be the grandma. And then I was like, and then when Dave was like, well, how come Tony's not saying anything? I was like, oh yeah. And then so I started using the voice thing.
Right.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, and I almost gave it away by doing that. Yeah.
yes, you saved my ass so hard. I was like, oh my god, thank you, Mark. That was holy shit. Oh, I still can't believe that came off, man. I still can't believe it. This might be one of my favorite bullshit moments. I don't know, but that was interesting though. It was really interesting. Thank you
Yeah.
For doing that. I know
Absolutely.
because they'll never trust me again. Granted.
Right.
Granted. But
Okay.
that being said,
So
if I
what
did pull it.
happens is
Yeah.
you as you're having this conversation, y'all are planning on what's going inside. The warmth from your from the glow and the adrenaline that you got after after Balfour left, kind of all flows back into your body and comes down onto your right hand, and you notice a ring that you had not had before on your finger, um, and and you immediately know what it is. So
Should I
what
stop
it is?
recording? I should turn off the
Oh, are you
recording.
still recording?
Let me stop the recording. Oof. I can
Either
edit this out.
way, at this point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? That's true. Okay.
um, you immediately know what it is, and it is a ring of minor spell storing. And what it allows you to do is you can cast up to 2 spells into that ring,
Mhm.
and then they can be cast out anytime you want to after that.
That is okay with me. I go, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I see the we make a good team, and a little tricky, but I accept the gift. And now I'm kind of torn because I don't know if I'm gonna play Hexblade now because this guy has now become beloved to me.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, man. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir.
You're
Wow,
welcome. Yes.
I
Oh,
can't believe
I said 2 spells. That's not correct.
slots.
It's 2 levels worth of spells. So you could cast spells at. Oh, you can't do that as a warlock. I might have to rethink that.
Okay.
Um, because you cast spells at a full. You always cast them at the full level. So that's why
Mm,
you're when you went to 3rd level. If you look at your spells, they're all listed as 2nd level spells now.
mm, 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 mm.
Because you can't cast 1st level spells. Um, let's. I think it'll. Ah, God, but I can't make
You
that
got time. You got time.
endlessly powerful. I'll figure out what the best way to do that is because I don't think that's going to work as well for a warlock.
Yeah, you
But
got
we'll
time.
see.
You
Okay.
got time. Yeah, because I gotta figure out how to mask it too. I was gonna say like I make a when they're eventually gonna beat a thing out of me, and I'll say I made a pact with my demon dude,
Hmm.
and he gave me the strength to survive. That's what the secret is.
Hmm.
You know what I
That's
mean?
good. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. The
that's
main thing is if you do want to keep it a secret. I mean, they're unless they go looking, they're not going to notice your ring, and not only
mm,
that, but they won't know that you didn't have it already. And so, um, uh, and then second, um, but the part that will be a little bit difficult probably won't be obvious to anybody except for Nat.
yes.
Is
He
that
has his eyes on me.
if you keep casting more spells than a couple because you're pretty limited.
Right.
So and also of course um, you'll have to secretly tell me what spells you have in your ring at any time or something like that. So the spell storing, fortunately, uh, though it doesn't wear off.
Okay.
So once you cast a spell into it, it can be there
Indefinitely.
indefinitely. But of course, once you spend them,
You
um,
got to fill it up again.
you have to fill it up again. And when you're like in the middle of an adventure, like if you were in here, you probably wouldn't be saving magic back, just
Right.
so you could refill your ring. So it's not going to be that often that um, you're going to constantly be refilling. So you won't be, in other words, wind up with like twice the number of spells per rest
Right.
very often. But you
But if
will
it was like a
sometimes.
yeah, but if it was actually like a day like this day, I didn't use any spells to tell the truth.
That's true. And yeah, you
Command at
used
the end.
cantrips, right?
Yes.
And so if for instance, if you haven't spent your 2 spell slots and your group goes for a short rest, then as long as you're not noticed, you could cast spells into your ring. Um, yeah,
Mm,
that kind of thing.
interesting.
So yeah, that's
Oh
true.
my god! But thank you for the opportunity for that kind of weird ass role playing opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because oh man, that just made it. Because like here's the thing. Because like my first thought was, oh, there's no way I can't do this. But at the same time, I was like, but then again, this would be interesting. Let's see, like, okay, it's like spill the thing over. You go, okay, let's see how do you figure your way out of this. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that role playing wise, it's really interesting. Does that make sense? It's
Hmm.
like you create a problem and go, okay, how do you solve and it's like a weird kind of chaos theory. It's like, okay, I know I need to get to A to from A to point A to A to B
Hmm.
we'll say C, right? But it's
Yeah.
like what can happen in between. So my biggest fear was like, okay, does Ruben know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know Ruben was gonna go in there first. I was just
Hmm.
gonna because like I was like, okay, let him in. And then Ruben's like, I'm gonna follow. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god. I was like, so I said, okay, if there is a fight, because I thought he was gonna wolf out right at the front, right?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Uh-huh.
and they'd be fighting up there. I go, okay, if I can get in time to revive Ruben, then
Hmm.
there's a chance, right? But it's like as long as Ruben doesn't die, I'm good.
So there's a so just be aware. Oh, no, you won't be aware of that actually. Evil won't know what I was about to say
Oh, okay, that's fine.
unless you go through and listen to the adventure, the new metagame. Um, so you don't know what happened after they left
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
before
That's
you
fine.
came and saw them. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah, there's no way for me to know because I didn't
Mhm.
record that. So that's all between you guys.
Oh, that's right. You wouldn't have recorded that part. Yeah, that's true.
No, Ruben could have made his own pack. You know, his evil deity or
Yes,
whatever. Oh, but dude, that was awesome, man. Ah, I'm gonna
so
take
much
this.
fun.
That was so good. Seriously, if this is your last DM for a while, that's cool because, man, you went out on a high note. So,
Yes, I wanted to see. I was thinking about different things with this whole adventure because it's really a pretty straightforward adventure.
hmm
Although there are some, I was surprised because this is a fairly inexpensive one,
hmm
um, and it has some really interesting, creepy components to it. They did a really good job with that part. All those visions and all the different encounters you've had in the room. Of
yeah.
course, there's one room that y'all haven't opened, um, but all these
Oh,
different
that's right.
things of
That's right.
the these these ghosts and poltergeists and things like that. I was like, God, those are great. Those are creative atmosphere things too.
That's cool. I mean, it's good to know that the resources are that
Mm-hmm.
robust. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I played with a lot of things, and of course, the whole thing with your patron. But I was just like, you know what, you've got this patron, and not only that, a fiendish one at that. Um,
Yes.
you've got to have interactions in every adventure. I think if that's going to be part of your character, it's got to be something
hmm
that's a regular part of it. So,
Yeah, that's so interesting because I figured that in my head too. Because like I
mhm,
was like, there's two things that kind of went through in my head too. It's like I think because I always saw like people praying to their whatevs and doing stuff,
mhm,
and I said, well, I wonder how I can tap into that if that's
mhm.
even a possibility. I had a thought about that, and then when this rose up, when he said like he appears now, I was like, here we go. And then I had a pause for a second too. I was like, well, this could be Balfour acting like my my
Mm,
my my guy, and I said like, how do I know if it's real? But I kind of figured role playing wise, it'd be kind of cool if you did it here. So I said, the odds are this is really him.
mhm,
So I was like, all right, it's like all right, I'll play. I'll play. It just is my main rule for myself was like,
mhm,
as long as I don't get anybody killed, not hurt, but killed. And I think this time we're not dealing with curses like before. So yeah, this has
yeah.
been a interesting journey. I'm gonna enjoy looking back at some of these things. This is pretty cool, and I do like the little bit of betrayal element too,
Yeah,
because it's
and
like
it's
we're
really, it, yeah, it's really interesting. I think because you were having the conversation. Um, we were having the conversation about alignment.
Mhm.
Alignment's a funny thing too, because unless you are playing a character that requires you to be a particular alignment, which actually almost doesn't exist anymore.
Really.
Well, that's not true. Some of them do. So, for instance, paladins, of course, are the ones that have always been
Mhm.
known for that. Some of the oaths that you take as a paladin would require you to be like either lawful or lawful good or things like that. But not all of
Mhm.
them. Um, and then, but anyway, so if you did do that, then as a paladin, for instance, then you'd have to be concerned with staying within your alignment because your deity would demand that of you. And if you broke it, uh, then you'd either deliberately be falling or trying to get back into your good graces
Mhm.
of your thing. But otherwise, your alignment is something that's a starting point so that you can role play out of it. But
Interesting.
but I think other than that, though, you just, as I was saying to you at the moment, you are what you do, and so
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
so you go, Will this make me evil? It'll make you what you are."
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Like,
and it was interesting the way you played this out because you figured out a way. On the one hand, there's betrayal involved, but you
mhm.
didn't harm the rest of your party at all.
No.
And not only that, but it probably saved Bakak.
Yes. That's
Um,
honestly, dude.
so, mhm.
That's so crazy. Like, oh my god, this I don't know, like this opens up so many questions and like kind of theory crafting or just like
Yeah.
interesting conversations. That's why I was like, oh my
Mhm.
god, I gotta get this. So no, because like I know like I would have really felt bad if members died. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
like it felt like almost real in a way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just like okay, for me to leverage their lives for a possible gain, and I don't know what the Fiend could have been like. Ah, you ain't getting shit, bitch. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true.
And then I was like, I don't know, because it's my first time kind of dealing with him, kind of thing.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, this can go so many different ways, but I was like, this is an interesting X factor, so I'll throw that
Mhm.
in the mix because normally I wouldn't do something like that. That being said, now that I've done something like that, it does make it really interesting because
Mhm.
like there's been moments in the games where I try to do something, it's kind of like evil, not evil, but kind of like because I'm supposed to be like, where's my button? The greatest thief of all time.
Yes.
I wanted
Mhm.
to say that at the end so bad, but I didn't.
That's
That would have
good.
that would have gave it all away. But I wanted to play in character at the same time too. So like
Mhm.
before you got in there, oh wait, no, you were there. Like, or was it Tim that said like the cool thing about Nat plays in character really
Mhm.
good,
That's right.
so it made me think. I think that's what really spurred me on to that little conversation before the we actually started playing. Made me kind of go, man, you know what? I kind of want to role play this out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But oh man, but dude, that's so funny. Ah, I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy. I am like running on adrenaline right now. I'm not gonna lie. So cool,
Oh, I
cool,
want to
cool.
mention to the rest of the group too. I typed it. I sent as part of my text. My
Mhm.
sorry, not text, but Facebook Messenger. I've been looking, uh, just exploring rifts a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I didn't get to see because I was working on some stuff, but I
my
saw some.
first my first thought. I mean, first I was like, oh, this is so cool again, and um, the second thing was that I was looking to see if they had adventures, and there aren't really. I knew there weren't in Roll 20,
Mm,
but but they never Palladium never really created adventures for rifts.
mm,
Um, but there were some people. There's a magazine, maybe it was made by Palladium, I don't know, but it's called The Rifter that existed a long time ago,
uh-huh.
and in those magazines, some of them had kind of outlines of adventures in
Ooh.
them, and so and you still have to flesh them out and everything, and they even have some really simple kinds of maps and things like that. And so I found where those were, and you can get them for free, and um, so I pulled them off and have access to them. So I've been playing around with one of the adventures,
Hmm.
just to see. And as soon as I started doing that, I was like, man, this is hard. And it's like maybe I'll just give up on it. And then
Oh,
eventually I came back to it and started looking. And I figure I'm in no hurry. For one thing, God, I just love 5e D&D right now,
it's really cool.
and
I'm
I'm
not gonna.
forward to playing as a character too.
Yes, I'm more excited
And
about you getting a chance to play as a character. To tell the truth.
yeah, it'll be lots of fun.
Yeah.
Um, so I figure there's no hurry, so I can just work on it a little bit at a time, just to see if it's worthwhile, as long as I'm still interested.
Mm-mm.
What I did is for at least for one adventure, I changed some of the rules on character creation. I made some things, and so
Hmm.
I've limited which um, OCC. I don't know if you remember that terminology. It's
Hmm.
occupational character class.
Yeah.
Um, I've ruled out some, basically, because what I figured is
No
like
glitter boys.
true no glitter boys, though Palladium, like I was reading their kind of rationale about stuff again, and they were like, I don't know where people got the impression that everybody had to be like on equal playing level or something like that. You have a group of
Mm.
all kinds of different things, and all of that, but they kept talking about how glitter boys um, are are great as tanks, but they're
Bad at
slow
everything
and
else.
everything like
Yeah.
that, which I never quite understood. I would love to have like see somebody who like created Palladium to run. Just give me like an example of 5 rounds of combat
Mm.
where a glitter boy was getting the hell beat out of them by somebody because they
Right.
were so slow and things like that. Because I don't understand how you role play that, but the combat of it. But
You had
anyway,
to be tricky like you were fighting Superman. You know what I
what
mean?
exactly? But what I decided to do is I basically limited it to everybody is just meat inside regular MDC armor, and so
Mm.
any of the character classes that kind of fall in that category. So I ruled out like full conversion cyborgs
Mm-hmm.
and any kind of robot pilot. Glitter Boy is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and and also partial conversion cyborgs in this case. I just wanted to like you can have some cybernetics and then the possibility to get augmentation later, for instance. But what I wanted to do is start with basically you just meet inside your MDC armor, um, and have everybody on that starting point. And so some will have be really good with their skills, some be really good with fighting, some be great with magic in different ways. There there are a ton of OCCs. It's crazy. I have
Really?
forgot how much it is. Yeah,
Dang,
just
you're gonna make
all
me
over the
start
place.
reading up on this stuff too.
I know. I
So,
know.
well,
Anyway, so I put some limitations into it and put some
uh,
extra rules. I kept the juicer in,
yeah.
um, even though they're of course way above everybody. But what made me want to keep it in is that technically they're still meat inside a armor. It's just all of their attributes are just so off the charts.
Yeah.
Um, but what made me do that is like I want to put a limitation in on it. I was thinking about different possibilities. I read about it and it said that the juicers, um, one of their things is that they usually, I mean, people can't afford to do that themselves. It's some big, powerful government or organization or corporation that's
Hmm.
paid for you to become a juicer.
Hmm.
And so usually the way they do that is they require you to work for that organization for a number of years, and then you're free after that to do what you want. Um, and so what I and of course remember a number of years. I don't know if you remember, but juicers only live about 5 years before their heart
Right, right,
bursts.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I had the juicer, so that's why I was like, oh
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So what I
Interesting.
decided to do is that, especially as a first level character, is that a juicer is somebody who works for a corporation, and I'm going to say that you have. I put just really specific limitations on that, saying you're not on the job. You are given free reign to go out, but that corporation has monitors that are built into you. They can communicate with you at any time. Uh,
Ooh.
they know where you are and see what you're doing, and they can make demands of you at any time. Uh, and they also have a way to remotely incapacitate you if they'd like to,
God,
or even make your heart burst right then and kill you. So
it's kind of like what's it called? Suicide Squad.
yes, yes, like that.
Interesting.
So as I thought, that'd be a nice trade off. You can be the superhuman, but
Hmm.
but you have to know that at any moment that your corporation might be talking to you. So yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
So I
Seriously,
thought
I
about
think
that too.
that's smart because like anytime you have that kind of weird kind of intrigue, I think it adds a kind of weird X factor because it's
Hmm.
like it m- it almost becomes a game of ethics in a weird way
Yeah, it's
sometimes,
true.
which is really it's a weird kind of not meta game, but like it's kind of a meta thing, you know? Really
Yes.
interesting. I don't know. I guess that stuff fascinates me more than it did
Hmm.
before in the past. Because like now I realize that it's not so much about numbers for me. It's like okay, I could smash this and do X or whatever. But then it's just like, well, what fun is that? Because it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's
Hmm.
fun. Like we just totally clean up with somebody, but it's the I don't know. It's just creating weird character moments for me is more interesting now.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess that's why I don't mind characters dying as much as I did before. Not
Sure.
like I was crazy about it, but you know what I mean.
Hmm.
But no, that's
They
interesting.
say it's interesting about 5e. I've been, of course, I've mainly because I've been looking up memes and also looking for different things for adventure at different points. People have been criticizing 5e. One thing that just keeps saying it's so hard to die in 5e. Um,
Oh,
and I think no, it's not.
you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, for two reasons. One is that I mean, they did institute the whole you drop to zero, and it takes a lot of hit points to a lot of damage to kill you once you drop to zero, like straight away.
Hmm.
But the whole death save is really interesting, and basically basically they're saying that if you drop to zero hit points, you have a 50-50 chance that you're going to bleed out in like 30 seconds. So I mean,
Jeez.
that's not like easy to make you live. Now they do
Right.
have things like the clerics get spare the dying as a cantrip. So as long as you have one of those around, you're gonna be fine. It's true.
Hmm.
Um,
Just make sure you
and
have
then you
one of
can
those around.
right, and then you can heal somebody and bring they wake up again and things like that. But if somebody like completely dies, you still have to. You can find somebody, and there are fairly low level spells, not low level, but not like way up at like 8th and 9th level, there are like I want to say like 3rd or 4th level spells. So if you can get a 5th or 7th level caster,
Hmm.
cleric, then you can revive people who have died fairly recently. Like within a matter of hours, you can resurrect somebody as long as that's happened. But gosh,
Mm-hmm.
I think you don't just have those people. I mean, just you have to be a DM. However you do it, it doesn't mean just because somebody that kind of magic is available doesn't mean you just run around. That just clerics of 5th level and higher are just hanging around every city and town.
Right, 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 right. Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's interesting because I think once you get that kind of thought in your head that okay, just because it's there doesn't mean that
mhm,
it's available. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
mhm,
It's like you said about glitter boards. It's like glitter boards just aren't
yeah,
running all over the place like before.
yes, that's true.
So
Mhm.
yeah, interesting, interesting. Oh, let me stop the recording. Sorry.
Oh, sure. Yeah, now we're
I
talking
just
about other things.